Okay, we're going to start this hour here with breaking news. There's an active SWAT standoff happening right now in the South Bay. You see a lot of law enforcement there on the scene. Police responding to a shooting that was at Hollister and Palm Avenue in Palm City. That's the Palm City neighborhood, just east of Imperial Beach in the South Bay area near Edgar Highlands as well. So it all started about 1 o'clock this morning. Right now you're looking at a live look. Here we are 5 hours later, and you still see that police tape right there in front of this apartment complex.
This is at the Pacific Point apartment complex. Police say that a tow truck driver was shot and hospitalized. We've seen that tow truck showed up to the apartment complex early this morning to potentially tow a truck. There was some confrontation that happened with a group of suspects. They ran inside that apartment complex. They've been holed up in there ever since. SWAT showed up, and they've kind of moved the scene back, the tape back, as a truck is going by our live shot here. So they're honing in on that section of the apartment complex you're seeing in the middle of your screen here. So we can tell you multiple suspects barricaded in that complex right now. We're not sure what led up to that confrontation with the tow truck driver, but we do know that tow truck driver had to be rushed to the hospital, still waiting for an update on their condition as well.
And you can tell, obviously, this is a busy street. Hollister and Palm Avenue, again, would be the cross streets there. So you see a gas station nearby, and there it is. That's the tow truck. We believe that may be the one that was initially involved when that shooting happened at 1 this morning. So that could be the same vehicle that the tow truck driver was using to possibly tow that vehicle. And then, as we just mentioned, there was the shooting, and then a group of people barricaded themselves in that nearby apartment complex. A lot of units in that complex, a lot of people on this street. So obviously this is, going to stay pretty active here. Let's hope it ends peacefully. That's the goal from law enforcement officers who we do see still on the scene there. So something we'll be following very closely.
CBS 8's Chris Groh is on the way to the scene right now to talk to police and bring us the updates as this active SWAT scene is underway here in the South Bay. And when he gets to the scene and gets some information for us, we'll bring it back to you. We also are covering this fatal crash that happened in Kearney Mesa. This was around 2:40 this morning, just mashed metal here. A female driver was going eastbound in the westbound lanes on Highway 52. So this is a wrong way driver incident. She collided head on into an elderly male driving that red car, which is completely sheared in half. That male driver died from the impact.
So it happened at the 52 and Convoy here in Kearney Mesa. Westbound traffic was closed off for quite some time, for a few hours. CHP, of course, investigating this to figure out why that initial driver was going the wrong way on the freeway, unfortunately ending in this fatal crash. We're going to get you more information as soon as we get that info.
We want to get a check on traffic to see how the lanes are looking along the 52. And Evan, I know you've been staying on top of this.
Yeah, so it does seem like as of now, CHP has closed this incident. I'll take you to where this crash took place. You've got the county map. Going to zoom in specifically to where the 805 intersects with the 52. 52 westbound was where the crash was. There's still some orange on the screen indicating speeds down to about the 20-mile-per-hour range, but it does seem like as you get past it, you're back up to the 50, 60-mile-per-hour range. Again, CHP has now closed their incident, so it's not popping up on our maps anymore. Previously, that Convoy on-ramp and off-ramp were closed off by CHP. Now it does seem like it's back open. I'd suggest you still take some caution in the area. Most of what we're seeing from CHP says that there could still be maybe a tow truck off on the right-hand shoulder, but all the lanes as of right now of the 52 westbound seem to be back open. Again, we're tracking this morning. Pretty active start to the day. We'll keep you up to date here and on CBS8.com/traffic. Back to you.
Evan, thank you very much for the latest there. Also developing this morning, the woman accusing 3 former and current San Diego State football players of rape has now named them in a newly filed lawsuit.
One of them is Matt Ariza, the All-American punter for the Aztecs last year, drafted by the NFL, playing with the Buffalo Bills. We are now hearing from the attorney involved in this. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live downtown with the unraveling story here. Dana Marie.
Yeah, good morning, Eric. And Netta Ariza is now facing a civil lawsuit. We heard from his attorney who says that his client did not forcibly have sex with a woman at an off-campus party at San Diego State last year. Here's what he had to say.
Right after I got hired about 6 weeks ago, we got a private investigator who's spoken to many people who were at the gathering that night, including one of her friends. And there is no doubt in my mind that those allegations are false. She was telling everybody at the party that night that she was 18 years old and went to Grossmont College, not to Grossmont High School.
Now, you just heard from Kerry Armstrong, the lawyer for the former Aztec football player. He is adamant his client is innocent. Armstrong doesn't deny the two met at the Halloween party last year near San Diego State, where Jane Doe claimed she was visibly drunk and told people she was underage, something we just heard Armstrong refute. He's also calling this case, quote, a money grab on her part. Now, looking to the other side of this case, we did speak to the young woman who says she was 17 and intoxicated when she was gang raped in a bedroom during that off-campus party. Here's what her attorney had to say.
We're going to be asking for compensation for what's going to be a lifelong suffering.
It's been since October. I've been waiting. I've been dealing with this, and I'm most definitely ready to get justice for myself and to have them face consequences.
Again, this is a civil lawsuit. No criminal charges have been filed at this time. Of course, we will continue updating you on any further developments as we've been following this from the very beginning when it happened. CBS8.com is a great resource if you'd like to read more on several articles we've had surrounding this topic. I'm Dana Marie McNichol coming to you live from Harbor Island.
And we do have a statement from the Buffalo Bills we want to share with you here. It says, we were recently made aware of a civil complaint involving Matt from October of 2021. Due to the serious nature of this complaint, we conducted a thorough examination of this matter. This is an ongoing civil case. We will have no other comment at this point.
And right now, these rape allegations are the biggest news connected to the Aztec football program. Of course, a lot of people are talking about this. Many SDSU students say they're upset the university did not initiate its own investigation immediately. SDSU says an inquiry into the teens' claim from last October was not opened immediately because they say they wanted to protect the investigation that was being done by San Diego police. On August 1st, SDSU announced it launched an internal inquiry into those allegations.
I remember when that first article came out, everyone, including us, were completely outraged because it was hidden by athletics and hidden by our university president.
It seemed like it was shoved under the rug.
It was completely kept under wraps so our football team could continue having our season.
A couple students reacting to these allegations, and we did reach out to the university. A spokesperson said they're unable to give any specific details as the school's independent investigation is still active. Our coverage of this developing story will continue online as well. We do have the very latest updates on our social media pages, the CBS 8 app. Make sure you download that, and at CBS8.com.
Today, students in Rancho Bernardo will be getting out of school early because of air conditioning problems. Rancho Bernardo High School and Bernardo Heights Middle School have been dealing with no AC this week during, of course, this stretch of hot, humid weather.
Yeah, the classrooms have been very hot. Poway Unified School District sent out an email with short-term solutions, and that includes a minimum day today. So that's why they'll be out early. The district could call for more minimum days depending on the heat. They're also working to rent a chiller and get more shade tents to have outdoor classes. Plus, they're waiting for AC repair estimates. I know they were saying they were trying to get, crews out there 24/7 working on the AC. They've been on and off and on and off. So for obviously the students, they need consistent, cooler air.
Maybe just hang out in the gym and have a big pep rally, right, with lots of fans.
Hey, looks like heat is going to stick around as we head now through your Friday, but for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we have cooler temperatures on hand, drier conditions, humidity, not as much of a factor as monsoonal moisture shifts off to the east of us. So this is what we have for this afternoon. Mid-70s and upper 70s along the coast, mid-80s for your inland valleys and for your mountaintops, 110 out there for the deserts, plenty of sunshine through and through, though the marine layer is present to kick off the morning. So coastal clouds as you look outside. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s walking out the door right now. 67 in Escondido, 63 in Ramona, and 65 in Poway. Looking at that marine layer as we start off the day, it's going to be stretching farther inland into Saturday and Sunday. The strong westerly flow means that we are picking up on drier conditions for today all the way through the weekend. So humidity drops down, that risk of showers and thunderstorms over the mountains drops down. Everything really, every form of moisture starts to lessen in its intensity. And while it is still going to be warm today, it might still feel a little less hot as the last couple days. That is because our body is a little bit better at regulating our body temperature when we have those humidity values a little bit lower. Temperatures, though, are going to be notably cooler for Saturday and and Sunday, it'll be very pleasant out there. So enjoy the weekend that we have on hand. Partly cloudy skies, otherwise mostly sunny into your Saturday. Mid 70-degree temperatures dropping down, with Sunday being the coolest day on hand. As we go into next week, we're going to start to see those temperatures warm up once again. But here's the thing to keep in mind. While we warm up next week and while we have some hot temperatures on hand, we're going to stay dry. This is going to elevate our fire risk. We haven't talked about our fire risk in quite a long time because we've seen that humidity value pretty high for quite a while now. Now we're going to move into next week and see hot temperatures with dry conditions. That combination, not great for firefighters. That means that fire danger could be high going into next week. So we'll keep you up to date as we head into it. But for now, enjoy the cooler, quieter weekend on hand and the cloudy skies that we have as well. I'll send things back over to you. Traffic is checked in on it earlier. Don't have the maps up for you right now, but it does look like that 52 westbound is now back open. I'll send things back over to you.